Reading 3. The Evil Genie. Viv had an idea. She wanted to try an experiment. So one day, she put a bottle over a tiny apple. I wonder if the apple will grow in the bottle, she thought. I'll have to wait and see. After a long time, Viv went to see if the experiment was working. It was. In the bottle was a big apple. Viv showed the bottle to Nadim. When he saw the apples, he was amazed. How did you get that in there? He asked. Suddenly, the magic key began to glow. The magic took the children into another adventure. I wonder where the magic is taking us, called the keeper. The magic took them to a tiny island in the middle of the ocean. Kipper hated magic adventures. Oh no, he groaned. We're on a bare island with only have one tree in the middle. Why have we come here? Asked Biff. Maybe there's a reason why the magic has brought us there, said Nadim. But what? Moaned the Kipper. There's nothing here. No, I don't like the look of this, said Biff. This is not going to be a good adventure. Help me climb the tree, said Nadim, and maybe I can see ship going past. Biff saw a bottle sticking out of the sand. It was tied to a base of tree. How strange, thought Biff. She untied the bottle and picked it up. Suddenly, Nadim began to wave and shout. I can see a boat, he called, but it's a long way off. They all went, waved, and shouted. The boat turned and came towards them. Hooray, it's coming, yelled the keeper. The boat reached the island. There was a boy sailing it. What are you doing on this tiny island? He asked. You wouldn't believe us, even we told you, said Biff. The boy said he would rescue them, so they all climbed into the boat. I hate boats, thought the Floppy. Biff took the bottle with her. It's very heavy, she said. I wonder what's in it. The boy saved the boat away from the island. My name is Kamar, he said. I'm the son of Hassan the explorer. Why are you all by yourself? Asked Nadim. I'm looking for my father, said Kamar. He has been missing for 4 years. Biff showed the Karma the bottle and he found on the island. It was very strange looking bottle, she said. I found this on the island. There's something heavy inside, said Karma. Let's open it. Karma pulled the cork out of the bottle. Then something terrible happened. There was a loud bang and a cloud of smoke. An evil genie shot out. There was a terrible smell like rotten eggs. Oh, gasped Biff. What have we done? Ha! I'm free at last, shouted the genie. You'll be sorry you let me out. Why? Asked Biff. You should be thankful. Not me, cried the genie. I hate all people, but most of all I hate the man who put me in this bottle. His name is Hassan, cried the genie, and now I'm off to deal with him. Then the genie grew very big. First I'll deal with you, he said. He puffed out his cheeks and blew very hard. Help, said Karma. He's making a storm. The wind smacked off the mast. Big waves tossed the boat up and down. Hang on, everyone, yelled Karma. We're being blown onto a big island. Biff said this wasn't to be a good adventure, shouted the keeper. The boat was set onto the shore. It hit some rocks and turned over. They were all thrown onto the beach. Then the storm stopped. Biff and Nadim looked around. They were all wet, but nobody was hurt. Everyone looked at the boat. There was a big hole in the bottom. If we can mend this hole, said Karma, we'll be stuck on this island. Things are getting worse, thought Floppy. There are too many flies here. Then they saw a man running towards them. He had long black beard and long hair. It was Karma's father, Hassan. When Karma saw him, he shouted, "Father, it is you. I'm your son, Karma." Hassan gave Karma a hug. Hassan told them that his ship has been wrecked on the island. "I live in a hut made out of pieces of wood. I've been alone for 4 years," he said. "Then I'll take you home," said Karma. "All we have to do is mend my boat." Karma's father sold them a big chest. It was washed in the sun. He said, "It may be full of treasure, but I can't open it. I don't have a key." Nadim looked at the chest. "It would need a special key to open it," he said. Suddenly there was a rushing and sound and a terrible smell of rotten eggs. The evil genie appeared. His voice sounded like a thunder. "Aha!" he shouted. "You trapped me in a bottle. Now I'll deal with you, Hassan." Floppy hated the adventure. And he started even more. He began to bark and snarl at the genie. "Floppy," called the beef, "don't do it." But Floppy barked even more. "Help!" cried the genie. "I hate dogs." The genie flew away. "Hooray!" shouted Kipper. "Good riddance to the horrid, smelly old genie." Hassan looked upset. "But how did he escape?" He asked. "I put him in a bottle years ago." Hassan told them about the genie. "He can't touch you himself, but he can get other things to hurt you." "Like the way he made the storm?" asked the beef. "Yes," said Hassan, "but he can only do 2 bad things a day." On the island was a mountain. On the top of it lived a large bird. The genie flew up to where the bird lived. "Now I'll deal with that silver dog," he said. He used his power on the bird. "Get that dog," he called. The bird flew down from the mountain. They felt the cold wind from its beating wings. "Quickly," yelled Hassan, "get inside the hut." Floppy was frightened of the bird. He ran away from the hut. "Floppy, come back," yelled Biff. The bird swooped onto the beach. He picked up Floppy in his claws. Biff, Nadim, and Kipper ran out of the hut, but the bird flew off with Floppy. "Floppy," yelled Kipper. "This is terrible," said Kipper. "We'll have to rescue Floppy." "It must be caught the genie," said Nadim. "We'll have to get him back into the bottle." "There must be a way to do it," said Biff. "If only we knew what it was." Suddenly the magic key began to glow. "Oh, stop!" called Nadim. "We can't go now. We haven't rescued Floppy." The magic key began to take them home. "Don't glow, magic key," cried Biff. "We can't leave Floppy behind." The magic took the children home. "What can we do about Floppy?" asked the Kipper. "We can't leave him stuck in an adventure." "Can we make the key take us back?" said Nadim. "How?" asked the Biff. "We can never make it glow. It only glows when it's wanted." Just then, Mom came into Biff's room. "It's time for Nadim to go home," she said, "and it's time for Kipper's bath." Kipper didn't want a bath, and Nadim didn't want to go home. They wanted to go back into the adventure. "What's up, Biff?" asked the Chip. "You look upset." Biff told Chip about Floppy. "We must go back and rescue him," said Chip. "We've got to find a way to get the genie back into the bottle." "If only the magic key would glow," said Biff.